There was nothing like a good sneeze. I thought my eyeballs were going to fall out then. Where were we? Monthly favourites. It's July. I don't know whether you live in the UK. If you do, you'll know what I'm talking about. But outside of the UK, we have been having a heat wave in the UK. And it's probably the longest uninterrupted spate of hot weather I have seen in my lifetime. Must be. I was born in 1980, and I think the last heat wave as long as this was in 1976. So I just think it's glorious, mainly because I can come back into my house, which is freezing at all times, and it feels like walking into an air-conditioned hotel. So I feel quite smug about it, and I feel I'm justified in being smug because the rest of the year it's so cold in this bloody house. You have to wear a hat to go to bed. Not quite, but you get my drift. So anyway, I've been testing sunscreens, and how cool is this packaging? Look, this is a kid's one. I went into Superdrug and just bought a load of, I was trying to find really good budget face SPFs. Haven't quite worked through the whole stash yet, but I will get there and I will do some more blog posts because I have been doing them on my website. So I'll link to the category below, sunscreens category, and you can have a look at what I've been trying. But this one I thought was excellent because it's so hard applying sun cream to kids. They're just all over the place. They're all like really fiddly and they just don't stand still. So being able to stand them in front of you and just go choo, 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 choo. Now this isn't a mist. It's not like one of those watery ones that you feel like you need to put 8 layers on because they might not quite be doing the job. This one is like full on thick white cream. It's just in a spray. And I like it. I think it's really novel. They like it because they look like plants and we're spraying them down. And it's just a bit more fun, isn't it, than squirting it into your hand and like, and just makes it one step easier. So I thought this was really, really good. And also I thought the packaging, it just appeals to me vastly and looks brilliant on the bathroom shelf. And I shall be filling this up with water once this is finished and using it to spritz my plants down. As you do. So that's my first thing. Second thing, dun, 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 dun. Actually, there's 2 things here because I'm actually going to talk about my gel nails, but that is my ring that I got for my 10th wedding anniversary the other week. 10 years. So it's a yellow gold and little diamonds look in there. And it does fit this finger better. Got it on my middle finger, look, so I can go, But it fits this one better, but I have another ring that I like to wear on that finger occasionally, my Bulgari one, which wasn't an anniversary present, but is very important and special to me. And I thought, do I really want to have to keep taking that one off and swapping it over? And whereas this one, I can't actually get it off, which is a bit of a problem. I've tried with soap and many other things, but it's quite stuck. So I thought, A, I'll just leave it there because that's the only thing I can do. And B, that's okay because then I can wear that one when I want to. I've digressed because I want to talk about my gel nails, which I think has to be one of my best ever beauty investments. I'm on my 4th go with these. And it was my friend Rachel who got me to do them in the first place because she's been having them for years. And they're the gel nails that form a sort of new nail on top. So they last for ages and ages and ages. I mean, I went 4 weeks with them the first week, and the only reason I went back when I did was because the regrowth there was starting to look a bit conspicuous. But I choose a really natural colour. It's almost the colour of my own nails, so the regrowth you can hardly see and it's just really low maintenance, but they're so hard. Those are my nails underneath, so they're the longest that they've ever been. Normally I'd be sort of tearing them and doing my bad habits with them. And I pay £33 each time, so it saves me a whole world of pain having to actually paint my nails, which I always forget to do, and then I want to do a video and I'm like, I've got to paint my nails, and then I always do them really messily, and I don't know, it's just one of those things that I really don't enjoy doing. I don't enjoy painting my nails. It always just seems like a real faff and a mission to me when I know it's not, but it's one of those jobs that just I have a hang up about. So perfect. I go to the Sweet in Bath, so I'll put a link to them below. Alongside my hair colour, that is pretty much the only regular beauty thing that I go for. And I mean, having my hair done, I had my hair done last week at Josh Woods, as always, and Melanie did an amazing job, and it makes me feel completely new. And suddenly everything looks better on me. I feel like my clothes look better. When I do my makeup, I'm more happy with it. I feel like my skin looks better. There's just something about having a refresh, isn't there? And I feel like it's the same with my nails. I find myself wanting to sort of put my hands up around my face because they're all done. So that's my second thing, and third. And then a couple of beauty things to show you. I know that is beauty. And the other thing was beauty, so doing well here. Do you know what? I'm going to save this one for next month because I've done a skincare, sun care. This stuff is absolutely amazing. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and it's going to be in another video because I've done a makeup tutorial with it. You put it on underneath your foundation, or you can put it on instead of foundation. But I'm just going to show you how unbelievably glowy this is on top of makeup. It's got a little bit of coverage in, a little bit of sheen, and then just a whole load of dewiness. It's almost like tapping a face oil onto your skin, but it doesn't feel overly oily. It feels moisturising and comfortable and gorgeous. I think it would suit everybody unless you were particularly oily or prone to sort of breakouts maybe, and you want a bit more coverage from something. But I just think it's amazing. It says for a superstar youth glow, and that is exactly what it does. It's got this funny foam applicator, which I'm just not sure about, because I would have thought a pump action bottle would be better, and then you would just sort of massage it on. But I suppose it stops you from using too much. I mean, if you use it all over, it is so shiny. And I tend to avoid using it down the middle because that's where I'm shiny anyway. But it just gives the most stupendous glow. Dewiness. This is like the ultimate dewiness product. So give it a try next time you go past the counter. Let me know what you think. I use shade 3. So that is one to watch, that one. And I will be putting it in countless things coming up, I'd imagine. And I'll try and do a blog post with a before and after. If I manage to do that before this video goes up, then I'll link to it below. But otherwise, I'll link to some stockists for you so you can have a look online. Dress. Always have to sneak a dress in, don't I, into my favourites. This one's from Whistles. I'm just going to pop some pictures on the screen of me wearing it full length, because this is, I think this is the Luna dress. They do Luna and Lola at Whistles, and they're quite similar. Oh, hold on then. Okay, now I see what the difference between them is. I couldn't tell the difference before, but actually the Luna doesn't have a collar, whereas the Lola dress has a shirt collar. And they're sort of like a cross between a cocoon dress and a shirt dress. They don't nip in the middle. They're very much sort of skimming over the middle part, which is why I like them. Plenty of room for manoeuvre after you've been out for a meal. This is like my ultimate shape, and they usually do it in loads of different prints. The Lola dress in black is amazing. That's a staple for me. I've got one. I'm going to buy another one because that one's looking a bit faded. That's how much I've worn it. I've worn it and washed it about, like hundreds of times. They're just really easy throw-on dresses, and they're great in the daytime with flip-flops or sandals or trainers. But then if you want to dress them up for evening, stick on a pair of heels, nice handbag, and they just look the part, you know, they look really stylish and smart. So can't get enough of the Luna stroke Lola. Did write a post on that as well, so I'll link to that below. But let's move on to my final favourite, which is actually 5 different things. But I'm going to lump them into one, which is the Scamp and Dude swag bags for charity. If you remember, I mentioned them a couple of months ago, and they all sold out really, really quickly. So I think they sold out within a few hours. And each one of these swag bags, all of the profits go to charity. So I think it's about £11 profit per bag. And I've done one of my charities, the Genesis Research Trust. They're a UK charity, and they fund research into infertility and miscarriage and stillbirths, and they do really, really important work. And that's quite close to my heart because for years I just thought I'd never have a baby. So that's the charity that I chose. And then each of my friends that have also done a swag bag have chosen different charities. Gorgeous, gorgeous colourways. And look how big these bags are. I mean, they're not makeup bags. They fit every single thing in bags. This one's Caroline Hiron's bag, look. Navy and hot pink. This is Ruby Hammer's one. So black and red. And this is Sally Hughes' bag. And this one is Sam Chapman's bag. Ooh, look at that. I feel like that matches my outfit today. Don't you think? You can use these as clutches as well if you want to. I mean, they're quite casual, but I find they work best as clutches if you have something that's sort of A5 size inside. So either a very thin magazine, like Stylist magazine, folded in half and slipped in, or I don't know, like a sort of medium-sized diary or something like that, because if you're using it as a clutch, it sort of holds the shape a bit more like a clutch shape because they're not structured. Look, they're really soft, which is brilliant for packing for holidays or for anyone that might be a makeup artist and they want to stow their kit into something. And, you know, they're for a really good cause. So do go and take a look at those. They're on Scamp and Dude. I'll stick the link below for you so you can check them out. That is my 5 10-ish things that are favourite this month. I'll be doing my 5 most used beauty products as well for you, as always, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and I shall see you next time.